Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Mamma mia, I forgot how to start with a victory. I forgot long time ago. In September I never did a post-game live with a victory, so I forgot how to do. But I'm happy to do it again. Before we start speaking and complaining and saying, wow, calma. 3-0 versus Bologna is the first step of 8 games in October. I saw nice things. I didn't see a Juventus that is totally healed and totally ready for winning Serie A and for winning the Champions League. So we will put everything into perspective today. What did we see that was beautiful? What is not great yet? Did we suffer versus Bologna? No. Was Bologna strong? No. Bologna was not a good team. It was not the perfect test, but probably the perfect team to start again. Because we had all our question marks. People now will say, I didn't read the comment yet, but they will probably start with, but they were really bad. Yes, it's true. Was Salernitana good? No. Was Monza good? No. A lot of teams were not good, but the problem was not the other teams. It was Juventus that was not good at all, that was not able to play football for 90 minutes. Today they played slow, yes, slow pace. We never saw really a lot of accelerations in the game, but Juventus played consistently for 90 minutes, and this is already a first start. We were, again, not able to win the possession of the game. We were leading, especially at first half, where we needed to have that possession from the moment it was 3-0. We tried for the fourth, it didn't come, and we managed, because I told you, every 3 days we will play Maccabi Haifa is already waiting, and then there is Milan. We start saying hello to all the people in the chat, because you are, as always, fantastic. We already have 2 people that renewed their subscription. I will say immediately thank you to Mr. X, 12 months with us on the channel. Ciao everyone, it's only Bologna. We have to wait. Yes, but I prefer to wait with a win, and like Childish is saying, we saw some confidence. Now you also have to stop spamming it. Mr. Zepp, 9 months. Finally some positivity. Let's build on this. I hope they saw my introduction today. My intro was full of motivation for the guys. I hope it entered in their ears. But we saw today a Juventus that was winning, and I'm happy with that. Ciao to Joey Anselmini, that became a member for the first time. Let's see if I will convince him to become a member for a second time, because the second time it's even more precious than the first one. The first one is out of curiosity. The first one is because today we won. Grande Joy. I'm super happy to welcome you on the channel. And not only me, there is also Moiskin. Moiskin that is watching closely, saying, Joey, I saw your name. Let's say hello to all the people that are in the chat today. We have a lot. We have really a lot. Who else than Paul Sagala, the saying Allegri can back them up with the grinta. Christian, GOAT, Elias Juve, man of the match, that we played 90 minutes. It's true, because it was difficult for me to find the man of the match today. I was not able to. Ciao to Tomsi Bungsu, finally a win. Ali, Beppe, I have a single question. Vlahovic, beautiful goal. He called it, he knew what he was doing, he angled that header, what Weston McKennie was not able to do in the first half. Unfortunately, he missed a big one. He missed a big one, and we have to write that down as well in the missed opportunity. Beautiful win for Neven, Simon Villarreal. Now they can be on form in FIFA 23 as well, because we have to continue our career mode. Ciao admin, people need to stop acting childish and say that we won because they are weak. You say he's repeating what I already said. We couldn't even win against 2 weak teams 2 weeks ago. It's totally true. So we see an improvement. Ciao Steve Cano. Ciao the fallen one 616S, who's saying, is this the Juve of 17-18? Not yet. We are not at this level yet. Ciao Bobby Bianconero. Ciao Giuseppe Coniglio, who's saying, ciao, sono da tuo papà. Salutamelo. Giuseppe Coniglio, who is in Sicily, is with my father at the moment. Ciao Giuseppe, grande Giuseppe. Bogdan, today we saw Grinta in duels and more incisive in 1 versus 1. Well, if we are looking at the stats of the first half, we were losing our duels, especially the first half. Much better in the second half. And probably this is what is in your head, Bogdan. The duels won in that second half, where we also scored not 1, but 2 goals. The first half, we were not 100% there yet. Ragnarok, who's saying Dusan Vlahovic. But today the Serbian connection worked really well. Bobby, Dusan with a goal. Great for his confidence. He needed it. He really needed it. Please check Twitter. I tagged you. If it's a question from our friend, we will do it with the split screen. I'm still behind here, so What is the comment here? Funny how our best midfielder is back and we win some games. Can we speak about Adrien Rabiot, guys? We will. We will, because he did really well. He did really well today. Some parts of the game we didn't see him, but he's precious. He's really, really precious. I totally agree with that. I have to pay attention that I'm checking my stream deck, because otherwise it will do the same thing as last time. I have to switch it here. Opla. Let me switch it, guys, and try. If it blocks, I start again. Let's hope. And no, it's not working yet. It's not working yet. Wait, let's try again. No, it's not working, so I will not make other crazy things, otherwise everything will block. But it's true that the Rabiot, special mention for him. Ciao Daniel, grande Arkadiuszo. You know it, because he's from Poland, or Daniel. And also Szczesny. Total black outfit for Szczesny was really beautiful. Hosar is saying, ciao Beppe. I'm so happy the fact that we played for 90 minutes is already beautiful. With more work, we can come back. It's a long way. -7 from Napoli, we know it. Ciao Salvatore, finally a good win. Ciao Beppe. Ciao MMA. We have Suarez who's saying, nevertheless, an encouraging display. Ciao Cliff, who's back on the channel. Mo Del Piero, we Juventus, I hope this will continue. And this is all, I feel it. In the chat, some people are saying, yes, but Bologna was not that great. Other people are saying, great. The first one is there, but it's not over. It's just a game. It's just the first one of a new season. Let's start. We have to run. We have to run back. Run back Napoli. Run back Milan. Run back Atalanta, because they continue to win. Also Roma. We are 7th, and that's not beautiful, because we lost a lot of games, too many games in the first half. Unfortunately, that game of Monza was right before the international break. If the international break could come a bit earlier this season, would not have been bad, because that game of Monza is still here. I don't forget that one. Grande Camis. Ciao Camis. Let me check. Roberto Gallo, Vlahovic should have scored the 1-on-1. That's what we were absolutely saying. Ciao Aldo, they're speaking with Khalid. Where is Abai? There is Abai that wrote a message. Let me check if I can find it. Not yet. Let me check. Anthony V. Abai, he renewed for 12 months. That's why. He renewed with 12 months, and Abai is saying, Beppe, you are not allowed to buy a Milik shirt. Some people were saying, Beppe, you need to buy the Milik shirt. I'm not sure yet. I never thought I would say that, but I'm glad that we have Rabiot back in our midfield. Now we keep on going. Man of the match. Can we go for the man of the match first? And I will continue then with the first message of Anthony V, who's saying, would you swap Keane for Morata if you could? Keane is weak and Morata is a real Juventino. Good question. Good question. Man of the match first, and then I answer that one. Man of the match. Let me check. Wait, because I lost some things here. Man of the match between... No, wait, Paul, so man of the match. I need Rabiot, because he has been mentioned. Kostic has been mentioned. Rabiot, Kostic. I need some more names. Vlahovic for the goal and the assist. And another name. I need a fourth name, guys. Dusan is there. Ciao, Jason Cavari. Adbin. Rabiot, Dusan. Maybe Milik. Can we put Milik? Oh, Bremer did a fantastic game. Huh? McKennie first half was fantastic. Let's put McKennie. It's difficult between McKennie and Milik. I see all the names here in the chat. Let's go. We chose 4. It's difficult today because it was really difficult, and especially if you have to choose 4. So Rabiot, Kostic, Vlahovic, and McKennie. I don't know who to choose. I really don't know. Anthony was asking, would you do it? Well, I would... Keane not good. I'm not speaking about today, but since last year already. Today he didn't play a lot, and when he entered, the game was already over. So I don't want to judge Moise Keane about today's game. But it's true that today I would not renew him. I would swap him, yes. With Morata, no. I believe that Morata's time at Juventus was over. We know that Morata has these high peaks and also these long depression moments. So no, I believe it's time to move and check other players. So no, I would not do it, not because of Keane, but maybe because the time of Morata is over. That's my opinion. Thank you for your donation, Anthony. Really, really appreciate it. Kamis is saying Rabiot just doesn't care to give 100%. He is lazy. It's not true. It's not true. Rabiot played good today. Today he received even the applauses of the fans. This morning we were -10 from Napoli. Progress, yes, but they continue to win. Why is the stadium empty? Well, again, long discussion that I don't want to take too many time to speak about, but for different reasons. We are not based in Milan, in Barcelona, Real Madrid, in Madrid, or in these big cities like London and so on, where you have a lot of people are living in that city, and also a lot of tourism. We are lacking tourism in Torino. That's one reason. Then a lot of Juventini are living long and far away from Torino, so they have to come back with a car. This is a problem. The results and the show that we showed was absolutely not convincing for people to pay a lot of money, and also the prices for the tickets are quite expensive. So a combo is making that the stadium was not full, and it's a pity. But we already spoke about that today. I don't want to focus too much on that. Maybe in the coming days we can take it back. Teamwork make the dream work. Absolutely, Stavros. We have to improve and keep going. Forza Juve. I saw and I read a lot of your comments. So now maybe we can go first with the first analysis of the game. Danilo played well in some parts. Bonucci had good 70 minutes. Bonucci was great. Was important. Ciao Rad, ciao Jose, ciao Ninip, ciao Alessio, ciao Camis, ciao Kenan, ciao the Rocky, il Rocky. Anthony became a member for 5th month, and he's saying, message me back about my kids on Insta. I will check your message. Anthony. I will check. I don't know what you asked me about your kids. I will check. I forgot. I will check. Rad is saying Keane is done for me. I hope he's just good enough so he can find a move. We will have to buy him first. Ciao Cecilia that just joined. I think today was a runaway for Dusan, assist and a goal, and he was out of front making shit happen. That's what we have to do. Ciao Alessio, happy with the result, but we are not there yet. Love the passes up front though. Vlahovic not man of the match at all. He has to improve and missed. I agree. Good second half. Yes. So we go. I will show you guys. I will show you the first stats of today's game so that we can start analyzing what happened today, where we were good and where we have to improve. So we start with the possession. Possession is a bit a fake stat that we see here. 48% total game. Why am I calling it the fake stat? For a simple reason. Juventus, for a large part of the game, nearly the complete game, we had the possession. 65, 67, nearly 70% of possession of the ball. At a certain moment after the 3-0, we tried again one more time to go for that 4th goal. We didn't succeed in it, and then we gave the ball to Bologna, and Bologna started to managing the possession, unfortunately, because that would have been beautiful seeing Juventus with some possession and winning that possession, because if we are looking at the game, Juventus was dominant everywhere. We will go then in a bigger here in this one where we will see the average position, who touched the most balls and so on and so on. But that's a bit later. First we finish with that, and I continue to read your comments, like the one of Gabriel Vivar, who's saying, Ciao Beppe, already 6 months being a member of the channel. Grande Gabriel. Roberto, when Pogba and Chiesa will come back, how much do you think we will improve? I hope a lot, but I have a big question. And that's the first question I have in my mind after seeing that game. If Milik and Vlahovic continue to perform in that tandem, in that duo up front, what will happen first when Di Maria will come back? Where will he play? Will he play really as a trequartista, and who will be out? And then the second question, what will happen with Pogba and Chiesa will come back? Pogba is not a problem, but especially Chiesa. What will happen with Chiesa and Di Maria when they will come back? Will he finally go for a 4-3-3, but then Milik and Vlahovic, it's over? So big question there, but it's sure that with having Milik and Vlahovic, they can't play all the games together. So sometimes one will rest. Let's see who and when. So if we continue here with the game, we see that at the end, Bologna had more passes than Juve. It's the same consequence of that possession. 48 long passes for both teams. And then a stat that I really love today, and that's why we won 3-0. Let me take the chat box away for a second. What we will see, 77% of succeeded passes in opposition half. An important one, super important one, one of the most important one. We spoke 2 days in a row on my channel this morning that we had 18% of completed passes in opposition half. 18% only, and that's not enough. Of total passes, not only 18%, but the completed passes of every pass that we are doing, only 18 in opposition half. Why? Because we are not able to complete them. We miss them. And that's a big problem, because when you have the ball in opposition half, you are giving it back to the opponent. And then they go in counter-attack, and we lose that possession, and we lose that ball. We lose the focus. We are giving them the hope to believe. And today we didn't give them a hope to believe, because when we were there in opposition half, we were doing the pass correctly. And that's what we have to do. 77% beautiful. 19 crosses. 21% cross accuracy. A lot of crosses were not perfect. The one of Kostic were not perfect. Luckily, he's doing a beautiful one, but he was not perfect. He was not perfect today. And it's really crazy because from the moment he went out, the crosses started to work with the one of Quadrado, with the one of Weston McKennie. But the crosses of Kostic were not perfect today. And that's why you have only a 21% pass cross accuracy. In terms of shots, 70 shots from Juve, or attempts, 9 for Bologna, 6 on targets for Juve, only 1 on target for Bologna. So speaking about all these stats, then we will go to the big one, to the big stats of today. We can see them already. I will already give you a glimpse of them, the one that touched most balls and so on and so on. So first I do a mini break because I want to read your comments that are the most important, of course. Maximum of like. This is what I love to see on the channel. Maximum of like, only 124. It's not enough. I was expecting a 3-5-2. Well, speaking about a 3-5-2 or 4-2-4, no, it was not the one and not the other one. At the end of the first half, we were playing in a 4-2-3-1. Big question there. What about stats are on our side? Yes and no. Yes, until Juventus decided that it was over, that the game was over and not going full power, because I tell you, Maccabi Haifa and then immediately Milan. So we win 3-0. We are risking nothing. We are going with another clean sheet at home, staying at home because we were playing in our stadium. So it makes sense that then these stats are changing. If you go with the shots on targets and so on, you see that Juventus dominated that game. We will also see it in average position. Well, the big first question was, how will Juventus play? Because a lot of people were already insulting Massimiliano Allegri, watching Weston McKennie as a right wing in that 4-4-2. Today we didn't play a 4-4-2. We didn't. We play a 4-2-3-1, and I will show you immediately. So if you are looking at the formation, it's written 4-4-2. Juventus in black because we are playing at home, and then you see Bologna in purple with really a 4-2-3-1. Average position, and that's where you see here in the total, it changed a bit, but not that much actually. You see here Alexandro, Bonucci, Bremer and Danilo, 4 men. The two defenders, the two central defenders, they stayed where they started. And that's one of the first things. Allegri, that a lot of people are saying it's a really bad coach, a worst coach of the world, he understood quickly what we were speaking about on the channel, that Bremer on the left side is a disaster. And so last year, he continued insisting with De Ligt on the left side to give Bonucci his favorite spot on the right. This time, he didn't care about Bonucci playing on the right because it was his best side. He said, we have a problem with Bremer when he's playing on the left, like we saw versus Sampdoria, for example. Do you remember? So we went with Bremer on the right side, and this is a fixed position for him. Bremer will continue on the 4-man defense on the right side of the field with Bonucci or Rugani or Gatti or Danilo, whoever that will play on the left side of that defense. That's a first big change. Then you see Alexandro on the left, number 12, and you see Danilo on the right side of the field. So quite high. You see them here. That block of Juventus today is super high. Super high versus other games that we saw with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 1, 2, 3 players that are touching the line. So 5 in opposition half and 3 touching the lines, and only 2 players plus the goalkeeper in our half. That's one indication. Locatelli, that was playing as a regista with Rabiot, that is playing around him, was actually taking care of Soriano and Schouten. Important game of Schouten. Interesting young Netherlands player. Really great, but Rabiot did a defensive game really great. If we click on him, we will see a bit later his individualities. And then you have Kostic wider on the left, with McKennie not as wide. Why? Because sometimes you saw him going on the right side, but a lot of time you also saw him in the middle. With Milik as a trequartista, but not because he has the skills of a Del Piero or of a number 10, but let me take away that chat box. Annoying. But a Milik that was running around Vlahovic. The first one that went deeper to take that ball, to control that ball in one touch, was Milik. And then you have a Vlahovic that was fighting with Bonifazi, but today Vlahovic played a good game. So this is what we see in terms of average position. Attacking thirds, where did we play, on the left or on the right? Meanwhile, 45% of you said Vlahovic was man of the match, followed by Rabiot with 24, Kostic with 23, McKennie with 7% of the votes. You voted for Dusan Vlahovic. I would not have voted for him. But anyway, we see here that Juventus attacked a lot on the left side, 43%, especially in the beginning of the game. All balls were going towards Kostic, and then we started to change and go also on the right side. Something that I like, because you see that we are trying to use every possibility when we are attacking, left, middle, and right. You see it here on the screen. Bologna instead was going a lot on the left, a lot on the right. They were never going centrally. That means that our central, Locatelli and then Paredes in a second time, they were really blocking everything, every possibility centrally. They blocked it, and that's great. So they were obliged to go on the wing, trying some solutions there where they couldn't be dangerous. That's what we see. Grande Colo 929, who is saying, official, I apologize to Milik. Kostic. Kostic, mamma mia, disaster. Colo, I told you to make a video about Milik and you laughed about me. You mocked me. You said I will never do it. I will just make an edit of a photo, but I will not do a video. It's never too late. You have some material already to make a video about Milik. You already have some material to do it. Grande Colo, fantastic Colo. The one that touched the most balls. And then we continue to read all your comments, because I see that today you are on fire with the comments, like Abai, who's saying big difference today. We had 0 passengers. Important. Every player showed up with energy, even Alexandro. Maybe a bit less Locatelli. I saw him some parts of the game walking. Colo is bigger than Milik. Absolutely. That's a fact. Dart Lion. So who touched the most balls from Juve? 2 players equally. Leonardo Bonucci and Bremer, 69. I have to admit that for long parts of the game, it was not our defenders that were touching the ball the most. It was actually our right back, Danilo, and then it was also our midfielders that were touching a lot of balls. So then leveled up with the end of the game, where we gave the possession to Bologna. We see 69 for our center defenders, and then our right and left back Danilo 67, Alexandro 63, with Manuel Locatelli 62 touches, a bit far away from what we are expecting from his role, but 62 for the minutes he played, because then he was subbed out. And who entered? I don't remember. I can't see it here. Anyway, can we see it here with the changes? Locatelli. Yeah, I can't see it. We will see it later. Probably. I don't remember. I forgot who entered for Locatelli. Anyway, in terms of pass accuracy, who did the most? Of course, the one that entered in second half. They entered and they didn't miss a pass. Stupid things, really stupid things, where you say, Beppe, but who cares about Moiskin with 4 touches? Look at Paredes, 25 touches, 21 for Quadrado, even a difficult one with a beautiful cross, and we are not losing it. We are doing 100% pass accuracy. This is a sign, this is beautiful, this is nice to see, because a lot of time we know that the people that enter from the bench, they lost motivation, they were not able to change the game, and it was annoying. Now we see that they are entering and they are doing the things as we want. Bremer, 91%, Arcadius, 91%. In terms of shots on target, what do we see? The one that had the most shot on target was Arkadiusz Milik, with 2 on target on 4 attempts. Then you had a lot of players that went with attempts, like Adrien Rabiot 3 times, only 1 on target. Dusan Vlahovic 3, 1 on target. Weston McKennie 2 times, 2 headers, 1 on target. That's what you see. And then 1 shot for Alexandro, Danilo, Kostic, Locatelli, and Quadrado. In total, 17 shots, 6 on target. We have to be a bit more precise here, huh? A bit more precise. Final third entries. Leonardo Bonucci entered a lot of time the box, probably also with the corner kicks. Beautiful stats. I like them. I really like them. Expected goals, if you want, because I know we have a lot of people here. They love these expected goal stats. 1.98 for Juve, 0.29 for Bologna. That's absolutely not dangerous today. Huh? Absolutely not dangerous at all. What did I forget? Average position. We did attacking thirds. We did action areas. 32.4% in the final third of Bologna. Only 17% in our final third. So you see that the Juventus was playing offensively. We did every stat. Then now we can go individually if you want to. But first, let me read a bit of comment. Ciao Horizon Cross that went from one platform, Twitch, for the watch along until here. Good day, good day. Miretti weighed 30 kilograms. He's skinny, yeah. He fell on the ground. I was pissed off, but then watching the replay, there were absolutely no penalty. Arif, grande Arif. Why is Allegri always saying the wrong thing? He just said they couldn't believe they won after the game. Embarrassing. I don't know. I told it a lot of time. I'm not watching the post-game conference of Allegri. Why? Because he's every time he's saying strange things. After the game, he's losing a bit of his mind, and anyway, I understand. After so many pressure, sometimes. Anyway, then I try to read into the game, and then I see. But what do you want him to say? I don't care about what he's saying. But you are correct. Huh? I would love to have a coach that is speaking after a game, saying, "Great, beautiful performance from some players," but we have to do much better, because this is what we have to do. Let's not lie. We have to do it. Best channel of editing, absolutely. A lot of people are here praising Colo99. Milik is my favorite player right now for Yamo. Hey, you see? Jason, I was very disappointed that Dusan didn't connect with the shot cross of Alexandro in the second half. Well, speaking about Dusan, I was a bit surprised that a lot of people on Juve Twitch, but also here on the channel, because you voted with 45%, voted him as man of the match. Because did he play bad? No, he played well, but a lot of time he didn't understand what his teammates were doing. Weston McKennie, Alexandro, Kostic, they gave him sometimes ball. Like he loves to have them in profondità, in depth, these balls, these true balls, clicking the triangle on the PlayStation controller, and he didn't understand it. He didn't make the run. So he's showing that he's doing the run, and then he stops. And then you have a part of communication that is not good. He did beautiful controls today, so he worked on his first touch. That was beautiful. Working with his body, beautiful as well. Then, of course, he did amazing things. That goal is fantastic. Then he tried to chip it, but also the run was beautiful because he had that velocity in his run. So we saw a better Dusan Vlahovic than the last performances. Great, happy. It still needs to improve. I was not convinced he was the man of the match, but anyway, happy for him. What I really loved was his assist for Kostic, because it was a beautiful assist. Really beautiful on the goal. We were expecting the reverse. Assist from Kostic for goals of Vlahovic. We saw the reverse. I don't care as long as we score. Everyone can score. Speaking about Kostic, 7th different player of Juventus to score this season with Juventus in all competitions. 6th diverse player in Serie A. After Bonucci, Bremer, Milik, Vlahovic. Weston McKennie was in Champions League. Who scored the other one? I forgot. Di Maria. We have a goal of Filip Kostic, and then 2 goals of Vlahovic and Milik. Beautiful goals. Which one was the most beautiful goal? Maybe that's a question that we have to go for. A real poll that I'm curious about. So, most beautiful goal. Was it the first one, Kostic? Was it the goal of Vlahovic, or was it the goal of Milik. I have mine. I have mine without hesitation. I go for the goal of Milik. Milik was fantastic goal. What a fantastic goal. And again, at 2 times, a goal of Vlahovic and goal of Milik, they went with VAR. They need to go with VAR to check if yes or no. Can we please cancel the goal? They couldn't today. They really couldn't. Who is your vote for? I don't know. I really don't know. It's really difficult for me. I would say in the first half, without any hesitation, Weston McKennie. Why in the first half? Because he was the key to allow playing in that 4-2-3-1, but not as a trequartista, but on the right side, because he was there. He went down, he was up, down, and he gave actually that possibility to play that system, interpreting the offensive side when we had the ball, when we were in possession, we had no possession, going and dropping down, helping the midfield a lot of time, with Danilo understanding it. So I believe that the right side was working tactically really, really strong. Some things that we don't always see, but when I was watching tactically the game from a tactical point of view, I believe that Weston McKennie and Danilo did really great in that first half. Second half, he disappeared, and that's why I can't say Weston McKennie was the man of the match. It's hard to decide because a lot of players were doing okay and nobody was really outshining for 90 minutes. So if you really want one that was consistent from the first minute until the last minutes without losing anything and missing anything, it was Bremer probably. He will absolutely not win man of the match, but Bremer did a fantastic game. Even if Bremer was not put into difficulty, he did really great. Some interception, you see that physically he's there, he's present, so great game for him. I am so ready for the first goal of Miretti, who is with me. I was cheering for him. I was really cheering for him. I'm happy that he's back, that he already played today, and he also showed the trust that he's giving from Massimiliano Allegri, young player that is doing really well. So gaining some minutes to be there versus Maccabi Haifa. From the start, I don't know, because Rabiot, when Rabiot is there, guys, you say whatever you want. When Rabiot is there, he plays, without any single doubt. Roberto Gallo became a member for the second half, and he's saying, Beppe, I just want to say that you are the greatest Juve channel on YouTube. Grazie. For me, Juve needs the ultra back to get the atmosphere back. Forza Juve. First of all, grande, and thank you, Roberto Gallo. I don't know if I'm the best YouTube channel of Juve. I don't know. The one that has the most follow, yes. I will not put number one Juve channel of the world, of the fans. I don't care about that. It's about you like, you don't like. Some people, anyway. I'm happy. If you are happy with the channel, I'm happy. And that's a really, really beautiful thing for me. That's the most important thing. Then, thank you for 2 months, Roberto Gallo. Marvin, 4 months for Marvin. And Marvin is saying, what a win. I believe we can do better. I believe, and I'm convinced about it. I don't know if it will happen. I tell you the truth, I don't know if it will happen. But I am convinced, 100%, that Juventus has the potential to do better. Better than today. Better than today. We have to do better than today. We can do better than today. Will it happen or not? I don't know. Because it's true that today was a good test versus a weak Bologna. I don't know what will happen, what kind of reaction we can expect if Juventus is playing versus a team that is able to score a goal, a team that is not opening spaces. I don't know. I need to see that. And probably we'll see it in Champions League versus Maccabi Haifa. Probably, and certainly we'll see it versus a Milan. That yesterday won in injury time, like Juventus did versus Salernitana. They miss a lot of players. We miss important key players. Will not have Di Maria. I'm happy that some players are back. The only one that I'm expecting to be back as well is Locatelli. We saw him being subbed without that smile. Subbed on a 3-0 without that smile, because he knows that his performance was a bit anonymous. He touched a lot of balls. He was precise. He did nothing wrong. But I need a bit more presence of Locatelli in the middle. What I was missing. I'm happy as well that Cuadrado and our friend Paredes could rest a bit after that international travel, with the jet lag and so on. Tom C. Kostic or Milik? About what? About the goal. About the goal, I said Milik. I chose Milik. I can't decide all precise, great and fantastic. Danilo, man of the match. Daniel saying, hi Beppe, just joining in. I like what I saw today. I missed Juventus dominating a game. We can still be a little quicker. Yes, I agree. But we will get there. Did you notice training looked better on YouTube video? Well, this is another one. Guys, this is something, a controversy that I want to stop immediately. These YouTube trainings, how much do we see? 4 minutes. In Champions League, you see a bit more, but it's 4 minutes, 5 minutes. And what we are seeing is most of the time, it's pre-warm-up. It's not even the warm-up, it's the pre-warm-up. We see the players touching a bit, running, doing here. We see some small part of the things. Of course, they will not show you high density with what we are doing in terms of tactics and so on, because then the other clubs, they will watch and they will understand already, because they know they are professional clubs. Of course, we received a lot of criticism because of the slow-paced pre-warm-up. Talking with some professionals of pre-warm-ups, physical trainers, they all told me, Beppe, if you are going faster in pre-warm-up, you are killing yourself. With games every 3 days, if you are going with intensity in these first minutes of training, you are killing the players. So for me, it's a selection probably from Juventus that was made not 100% good. They could have chosen better parts of training to show what and how we were training. I work for Juventus, you know that. I speak, I work, and I am colleague with people that are there 24/7 watching the trainings. They are telling me, Beppe, they are running. Maybe it's the first part, but we are running with high density in training as well. Now they are changing. They know the controversy of the fans speaking about it. They changed. They showed something else. A bit of parts where there were a bit of intensity. But it's not the training that changed. It's just the selection of images. But it's good that you saw with Daniel. But I was about to fall. Honestly, someone that really needs a goal is Moiskin. You know what? I believe that even if he scores, it will not change his destiny. I hoped he scored, of course, but Milik is a killer. Hope that Dusan will join him and being a partner in crime. But then we have to understand how we play. Muhammad Youssef, the microphone. Hopefully it works again, because I know that when I'm giving it a kick, then you don't hear me really well anymore. Let me check if the sound is high enough, because sometimes you're telling me, Beppe, it's not high. It's good. Today, the sound level is good. So thank you for the donation, Muhammad. Muhammad is saying, we saw players trying. Connection between players still weak, but we used our chances well. First step is done. Now, next step of 1,000 miles begins. That's important to see it. You know, we can criticize, we can say it was Bologna, we can say whatever. It was Salernitana, it was Spezia, it was Sampdoria that just dismissed Giampaolo as a coach. He's not the coach of Sampdoria anymore. They lost again versus Monza. Monza that after beating us, they are totally in a confidence moment. Well, it's the first step. Now, you have to continue. We have to win versus Maccabi Haifa. Why? Because without winning versus Maccabi Haifa, you forget about qualifying for the next round. We have to win 2 times versus Maccabi Haifa, and the 2 times it will be in October. And then you also have to win in the home of Benfica. So 3 games in Champions League to believe, because then you have 9 points. Checking what the results are between Benfica and Paris Saint-Germain, and then you have to try for that single point at home, or even trying to win if Paris Saint-Germain is already qualified. Then, if I tell you, of course, I want to go and win in our home versus Paris Saint-Germain. We are a team that was not able to beat Monza. I want to be chill with my expectations. So, let's see, but everything is open there. But depending on how we continue to do it. Again, Juventus today, if I saw Manchester City versus Manchester United, I saw Arsenal versus Tottenham, I saw what was yesterday the game? The first game of it. Napoli. I saw Napoli. Guys, if you see how Napoli is running, we have to be honest. They deserve to be first in Serie A. They deserve. It's a total different team. Then, I don't want to say if Napoli plays versus Juve today, because you don't know. In a game, you never know what happens. You saw big teams losing versus small teams. We are the best example, Juve versus Monza. But everything can happen. But it's true that if you are comparing, Napoli deserve to be first. Atalanta today, I saw the first half a bit. Atalanta deserves to be there as well. Atalanta deserves to be there as well. With a beautiful goal today of Atalanta. I was not expecting Cope Miners to play. He played and he was important for his team. But I agree with that really smart comment of Mohamed, who is saying, hey guys, it's the first step. First step in the right direction. I don't know versus Milan what the result will be. What is the potential of Juventus? But if there is a game where you can turn things around, it is versus Milan. I don't know if you remember, but on the 2nd of October 2011, we are 11 years later, but on these days, 11 years ago, I was in the stadium, Allianz Stadium. We played versus Milan that won the Scudetto the year before, after Inter winning it. So Inter won the Scudetto, Milan won the Scudetto, and then we played versus Milan the 2nd of October. We played a really great game. Juventus that was not stronger than Milan on paper. Juventus that came from 2 times being 7th. I see a lot of similarities with a Juventus that did really a disaster last year, the year before with Pirlo. 2 times 4th, a Juventus with total lack of everything. The problem is that we also started this season really bad, so we are already running. But Milan can be a turning point. Winning versus Milan will be difficult, but if Juventus is able to manage to do it, but first of all, it starts with Maccabi Haifa, because Maccabi Haifa is if you lose versus Maccabi Haifa, mentally you are totally down. So you have to continue to believe in yourself. Confidence level, increasing it. Then, if you win versus Milan, Juventus can go on a beautiful winning streak. But that's still far away. And I don't know if today we are able to do it or not. Then, football is football, and that's why it's beautiful, because everything can happen. We looked like a team, Veritas. I agree. Jason, this is the best Juve channel. Again. But it is also the best community. Guys, I have to admit, because, I stopped speaking about it because I needed to speak about it. I wanted to speak about it, about the trolls, more than haters, trolls. I did. Now we move on. Now we don't speak about it anymore. But I have to say that 98% of the channel is fantastic. Guys, you are fantastic. You are there in wins, in loss, in draws. You have your own opinion. Allegri in, Allegri out. Agnelli in, Agnelli out. They are all welcome. I talked about it and then we move. But thank you, Jason. Honestly, should have been 5-0 today. We could have done it. Yes, we hit the post as well. Was nice hearing the fans chanting again. Finally, we need a bit more, but the stadium was not full for a lot of reasons that we already spoke about a bit earlier. Keeping everyone healthy is the key. Also, that important, really important. Zakaria back. Why? No, he's not back. No. Locatelli, he still needs to convince me. Yes, we said it. About the goal, I was answering before you sent the ball. That's why. By the way, 67% of the people voted for Milik, followed by the goal of Kostic and the goal of Vlahovic, 13. I have to say that the one of Vlahovic is not easy. It's not easy because what he's doing is beautiful. He sees Weston McKennie going on the ball. He's stopping a bit, but still running, but slowing down. And he's putting his left arm in the air, saying, I'm here. And he's not going towards the goal. He's actually taking distance. So it's actually also a big mistake from the defender of Bologna that is giving that freedom to Vlahovic. You never give that freedom to Vlahovic. You know that if you have a Vlahovic, if you want him to cancel him, you have to man mark him from minute 1 until he goes home. Because he's going frustrated and he loses his capability and capacity to reflect and to stay cool. They gave him a few meters. He's calling it, and then he's going and he's putting the ball on the only angle where he could score, and he did really well. So beautiful goal. How he did. The most spectacular one is the one of Milik. Beautiful one, especially because he tried it already before from outside of the box with his left foot. Body was not in balance. Sky high. The second one, the body was in balance. Boom! What a goal. Grande Milik. What a player. What a player. I didn't know that. Thank you for pointing out. I don't know about what we were talking, Daniel. About the videos, about the video clips, about the trainings. But people, in moments of difficulties, people, they love to criticize everything. Then I think Juventus could have been smarter when we are saying that we are not running. Don't put a video clip where you see that our players are walking, because objectively in the clip, they were walking. Thank you for the sound check to Bogdan and Radovan and Stavros. Cambiaso looked promising. Well, he didn't play from the start. I was curious to see him for a full game. He didn't. In the second half, we gave them the ball. So he was actually a bit more at his ease to do it. But he did well. He did well when the minutes that he played, he did well. Pepe. Ciao, Sarri. Paredes, he don't attack when we lose the ball. I think it's problem that should be improved as well. He don't attack when we lose the ball. You mean he doesn't go into intercepting the ball, chasing the ball? But probably today, because he entered on a 3-0. He comes from a jet lag, international travel. Maybe you are correct. Today I didn't see him. Maybe he wanted also to avoid a yellow card. If I'm checking the Paredes that we got since the beginning of the season, he's a player that is going maybe a bit too much, and that's why he always received these yellow cards. Cecilia, Milik surprised me a lot. I will send him a letter to apologize. Milik, I always said it, I will not change my narrative now. He's a player that I never wanted at Juve. Never wanted at Juve. And not now. I'm speaking about since 2 years already, even more than 2 years already. Since I opened the channel, every time Milik, I always said I don't want him. I don't like the player. But that doesn't mean that Milik is not a good player. Milik is a good player. He was the heir, the successor of Higuain at Napoli. That was his role. And he started really well until these injuries that persecuted him, and he did really bad. Then after a certain moment, he had some problem with the management. He was put out of the team. So it was difficult for him. Not a phenomenal, not a player, but I didn't want him neither. Then, when it started to be concrete, I said, now, Beppe, your opinion, put it in the garbage. Of course, you can say, and I never lied on it, I always said I didn't want him, but take your ego a bit. Put him in the garbage, and let's try to welcome him as it should to Milik. I welcome him really well. We said hello. We said we trust on you, or on the channel. And the guy is impressing. He's impressing me and the people. But that's the thing where Juventini, you can have an opinion, but mamma mia, I was already starting to see Milik out. He didn't even land it in Torino. Milik out, and it's a trash, and it's bad, and it's bad, and it's bad, and management is zero. Guys, we trust. We trust. If you don't want to trust, you don't trust. But at least give the benefit of the doubt to a player that is your player. It's your player. Guys, this at the moment is a masterclass. At the moment, we have to say, no, at the moment, he already paid back. He already paid back his salary. He already paid back what we are paying to Marseille, 800,000 euro. It's not even 1 million that we are paying to Marseille for his loan. Guys, but I'm happy that people are like Cecilia, like a lot of people, like Amat Sako, are all saying, guys, we were wrong on Milik. Like I was wrong on, for example, Federico Chiesa. I wonder what Vlahovic thinks when watching Holland. But if we start watching Holland, we have a problem, guys. Because Holland is something else. It's something else. It's something else, and it's also in a team that was perfectly oiled, that was already a super team, that needed the Holland to even become better. So everything was already working with perfect mechanism. Cancelo, he knows what to do. Bernardo Silva knows what to do. Kevin De Bruyne is Kevin De Bruyne. Guys, what do we want to speak about? The other one, what's his name? Pep Guardiola is there since a lot of seasons. So if we are speaking about Manchester City, it makes no sense to compare. We are miles away. Then he's there from the moment he's touching the ball. Bam, he's scoring. Today I was watching, mamma mia, what a player. What a fantastic player. He's in confidence mood. The team is playing well. The ball arrives. He knows how to unmark himself. Today he was also doing some assists. So, fantastic. I think that Vlahovic should watch Holland and understand. Mental. Mental is number one. Aldo. Why are you guys talking about Manchester City and Holland? We don't care about them. This is a Juve channel. No. This is not correct, Aldo. This is not correct. I think it's important to speak also about the other ones because otherwise, this is a mistake I did the first year on my channel. I will tell you the truth. You know that I have a family. And I can't spend 100% of my time watching football all the time. And I was focusing on doing videos and then watching Juve. And I made a mistake. And some people, they told me a bit and they said, beh, attenzione, because you're speaking about Juve. The problem is when you're speaking only about Juve, you're starting to enter a bubble where you see only Juve and you can't compare and you start to be a bit biased. I am already biased because it's a just Juve channel and you know that I will always defend Juve until I die. But I believe that opening and starting to watch again, because it's not new to me, but again, other leagues, other games, and so on, it's opening and it's putting also things into reality. It's important. So we can compare Vlahovic to Haaland, especially if we want Vlahovic to become a Haaland. That's what I think. So speaking about other teams are absolutely welcome on the channel. And today I can also participate because I'm watching as well. Which doesn't mean that we will start to be GJustjuve. I hope they lose the final of Champions League. I hope every team lose. Only Juventus needs to win. My nickname for Milik is Milkman. But he's milking. No, we are milking him. Lajo, Serbian connection. They did that. The two Serbian players, they scored today. Paris Saint-Germain can use B team versus Juve if they are already qualified. They will not because we know the hate of Al-Khelaifi versus Agnelli, so it will not happen. They will try everything they can to make sure that we will not go through the group stages, so don't expect that. Milan are missing a lot of top players. Yesterday they have 200 injuries in the first half. We have to win that match anyway. I agree. People also said Dusi was a flop. Well, about Dusan Vlahovic, I believe that this is also another problem that we are again showing to have no patience for Juve players. We have zero patience for Juve players, and then we cry, like we did for Kulusevski, like we did for Bentancur. Bentancur we showed a lot of patience, but for Arthur, for Zakaria, for all the players, for De Ligt, and so on. We are showing again that we have no patience. But today, the world has no patience. Today, we go and we judge immediately. You're not scoring one game, you are a flop. You're scoring, you're a phenomenon. There is no balance anymore in how we judge. And understanding moments. We're putting pressure. You don't score, Vlahovic is a flop. And then you have the other part where saying he's not scoring because of Allegri ball, the terrorist, the dinosaur, and so on. So I would say calma. He's young, he can improve. Today he showed again that when he has the balls, he knows how to score. And that's what we needed. We all need to apologize to Milik. Milik became an important starter in the game. Yes, I was not expecting that. I can't wait until Chiesa play for 90 minutes. Sisman, Beppe, Milan now. We already read that. Mario, they are speaking between themselves. Dybala is playing good with Roma. Yes, that's true. I'm not regretting Dybala, guys. I'm not regretting. You know why? Because Dybala is doing objectively well at Roma. Fantastic goal yesterday, by the way. He also played well versus Inter yesterday. Dybala was not working well at Juve. It was not working anymore. So why are we here crying about Dybala? Dybala, it's not about Allegri. It's Allegri, Sarri, Pirlo, and so on. Even I know he won MVP of the season with Sarri. I know. But Dybala, the last years with Juve, was not happy anymore. And we know it. When players are not happy, they are not performing. Good decision from him and from Juve. Probably if he would have gone to Inter, he would have all these problems and probably have flopped. Now he's happy, he's doing well. I'm happy. I always said it and I will continue to say, I prefer a happy player somewhere else than a sad player in our team. Put that in your mind. Then is it a pity that we couldn't make him happy at Juve? Yes. Is it a pity that he himself couldn't be happy at Juve? Yes. Ciao, grazie, arrivederci. Maybe the next time he will come back. Maybe he will go to another team. Let's see in the future. Grande Rob. Ciao, Enric again with Guardiola out, always out, and then he comes to us. Even if, attenzione to Klopp. Klopp is in a really difficult moment. Let me check. I agree with you, Beppe, but I won't watch Premier League because I don't want to increase their TV viewer numbers. I don't think they need you, Aldo. They already have so many money. Ciao, Anthony Quintero. True, we can be Juve support without having tunnel vision. We have to understand where we stand. But that was really one of the problems I had in the beginning of the season because it's new. Beginning of the season, because beginning of my channel, I was so focused. I was watching 2-3 times the same game of Juve to understand tactically and so on, without spending time to see the other team. So. I agree. Beppe, who is our surprise of the season in Serie A so far? I will say my surprise. I said it last time. My surprise is Atalanta. When is Udinese playing, guys? I didn't see the score of Udinese. Are they playing tomorrow? Tomorrow versus Verona. Then it's Udinese that is missing. Yeah, tomorrow. It's Atalanta. More than Udinese, it's Atalanta. Why? Because Udinese, of course, it's a big surprise. But the coach already proved himself in smaller teams that he is there and he can change a team really fast. So, and Udinese, because people forget, but last year they were out of the race of everything. But from the moment they changed coach last year, they started to do result after result after result, and they were already starting to do really well. I was already rating them good, not as good as that. So surprisingly, but for me, even more, it's Atalanta. Why? Because they lost some players. Gosens already last year in January, that was injured, of course. But other players, they had a disgusting season last season, and I was not expecting them to do that well. Now, I have to say that I forgot a big thing. They are not playing any game in Europe, not even Europa League. That means that they have 1 week to prepare a game. And we know that playing only once a week for a coach like Gasperini, this is gold. So he's doing really well. For me, it's Atalanta. Also, yes, it's true. He didn't play that long. He didn't play that many minutes. But it's true that Cuadrado, coming back from international travel, he played on the bench and he entered, and he did really well. He played 30 minutes. He had 29 minutes. He entered immediately, an assist, and then he did well. He did really well. The game was easy, even easier. But that should have been the role of Cuadrado since the beginning of the season. We were criticizing Cuadrado correctly, because he was actually playing and suffering because he was not in state of playing. And that was the problem of Cuadrado. Cuadrado should never have been played all these minutes already this season. He should have been on the bench and entering last 30 minutes, last 20 minutes, last 15 minutes to change the game, to give us to give a big sign. Everything Footy Podcast. Ciao, everything. Hey, Beppe, where is the big flags of the Curva Sud at our stadium? I always see the other ultra flags, but it's a discussion again. I say every time. There are no flags allowed in the ultra. Yeah, you can take a flag, but not the flags with the names of the groups of the ultra. Why? Because it's a long discussion and because it's banned. But if you want to take a scarf, if you want to take whatever from yourself, you can do it. So it's because of Juve that it's banning it, and it's because the ultra, they don't want to bring something else. And it's a pity. It's really a pity. I agree. Today I noticed the Juve playing more forward. Both Bonucci and Bremer spent a lot of time near our half of the circle. Love to see that. Well, we saw it already. I can show you again. I can show you again, of course, but we saw it here with where we played Juventus. 32% in final third, which was really, really beautiful. We see it here. Then if you see the attacking thirds, where we started, and average position, we already talked about it. Look at 8 players were in the half of Bologna, which was really, really great. And that's something that we didn't see that much. We can see in other games it didn't happen. That territorial presence didn't happen a lot. Then Bonucci and Bremer, look how high they are. If you are looking here, wait, they are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. And here we have 1, 2, 3 on the third line. You see how high Bonucci and Bremer are versus Bonifazi and Sosa. It's a big difference. Huh? It's a really big difference. And that was beautiful to see today, of course. Looking at the individual stats, guys, if you're looking at individual stats, Vlahovic, 40 touches, 28 passes, 3 shots. No, it's not that I wanted to see. I wanted to see some heat maps of our players. Okay. Weston McKennie, where did he play? So Weston McKennie, no, I want the heat map. Mamma mia, disaster. I want the heat map. Here we go. Oppa. Only Weston McKennie. Okay. Look at Weston McKennie heat map. Weston McKennie played a lot on the right in that 4-2-3-1. He was not the right winger. He really played in that 4-2-3-1 here, and you see that presence, something that is really mastering that skill of entering. Today he played a great game. I'm not a big fan of Weston McKennie. You know that. When he's not playing well, we say it, but great. Locatelli instead, look. Locatelli was with big zones, covering where he had to fill the gap. Locatelli. If we are looking at Rabiot instead, he was doing the same job, but more on the left side of the field, also defensively. And he also entered offensively a few times here. So also offensive presence for Adrien Rabiot. If you are looking for, look the difference between Milik and Vlahovic. Look at Milik. So we are playing that way. Look his big here heat map. That is when we don't have the ball, when he's waiting here and he's dropping down to take that ball. Look at the difference with Dusan Vlahovic. You see the big difference with Dusan Vlahovic is really present here. Thanks also to the work of Milik. Great work of Milik. Yeah? Then if you see Bonucci and Bremer, I took both of them. You see indeed they are playing super high on the field. Super high on the field. You see the difference here between first half, second half. Let's see the positioning of Weston McKennie between first and second half. So, first half he was there, second half, but he didn't play that much, so it's not really significant. Rabiot, for example, first half, look here where he is, present everywhere, and second half, he's playing a bit here, and then he's going. He played a lot more offensively in the second half. Yeah, now I start speaking too much on my own and not reading what you are saying. Sasha, grande Sasha. Dybala was working fantastic at Juve with Douglas Costa. It's true, Sasha. Sam, I realized today that all the players that can dribble their men are injured, are out, so that's maybe why it's harder to score, because no creativity. Well, Chiesa, Pogba, Di Maria, of course, and he was on the bench, Quadrado, of course. So yes, but today, guys, we played okay, guys. I love Panina off the bench. He's a pure game changer. His pace in the last 60, 70, from the 60, 70, it's a big difference maker. I don't know who you are speaking about, selfish. Why are you scared of Szczesny, guys? They didn't even touch the ball. He was present, beautiful, all black. He was doing well. You are speaking about Quadrado being self. Man, no, Quadrado is not a selfish player, but sometimes Quadrado he has this. You know what I was saying when I was watching it live. 3-0. He's going with a run, and if you are looking at the replay, he's looking with his eyes. He's looking where he has to give the ball. Then he saw that it was quite difficult because there were some Bologna players in the middle. He said, I will take my chance. It's 3-0, I enter. Why not? He already scored a lot of time like that. So I was not even expecting him to look at that moment. Then from there to say it was selfish, I don't like that word of selfish. I really don't like it. Buonanotte Aldo. Aldo is going to bed. Buonanotte Aldo. So who else is there in the chat? I also watched the start, but then it's already over for Ferrari. You know, the only thing maybe I missed today was of having Sule in. I understand that you are giving also some minutes to Keane to give him confidence. I would have loved to see Sule. The problem also is we stopped playing. The last 20 minutes we didn't play anymore. Ciao Mlaggio. Danielson saying Beppe, fino alla fine Forza Juve, hope all is well. By the way, will you stream FIFA 23 next time? Yes, I continue with FIFA 23. Not today, but I will continue. Probably, maybe tomorrow already. Yeah. Well, guys, 1 hour. We spoke about everything. Is there a topic that we didn't speak about during the live? Ciao Stefan B. Was a great game. Well, not exaggerated, but it was a good game. Solid game of Juve. The answer that we needed. Clean sheet, Vlahovic scoring, Milik scoring, Kostic scoring, assist of McKennie, assist of Quadrado again. So a lot of answers that we needed were answered. Bonucci Bremer playing in duo there with 4-man defense was great. Paredes game changer. I don't know. I was not impressed by Paredes entering. But it was 3-0. We stopped playing. But the rumors, Mlaggio, the rumors of Vlahovic to Paris Saint-Germain, the rumors of Locatelli to Arsenal. Yes, when it's going bad, everyone is speaking. Everyone is speaking about this. Then they saw also the financial report of Juve. Guys, tranquilli. We have a season long. Will not happen immediately. Then in the future, everything can happen, of course. But let's focus here now today. I don't believe Vlahovic will go to Paris Saint-Germain. He really wanted to go to Juve, so leaving without playing in a top Juve, because we are not a top team at the moment, without playing with a top Juve, giving up that early, I don't believe he can do that. Yeah, I will do. Well, no, Peniel, Jerry, you don't have to be sorry, huh? But he already crossed. No, but you're correct, huh? You're correct in a way. About Quadrado. On the other hand, he's watching. You see it. And you know why he missed it? It's really easy. He really missed it because he watched too long. If you are looking at the replay again, watch the replay, Jerry. You will see that Quadrado is going fast. He's super fast on the right side. And he's watching with his eyes to see the players that are free. And you know what is the mistake? That he's watching too long. He's watching too long, and because he don't see any solution that for him could have been easy, he's deciding to shot. The problem that is, it took that much to watch that the ball was already too far, and he totally missed it. That's the problem. Ciao Katana, grande. Yeah, I agree. It was disgusting, huh? But then they play in a 4-2-3-1 as well. But Messi behind Vlahovic, Mbappe on the right, Neymar on the left. But Mbappe will not be happy. I have, but I will do 2-3 games, 2-3 here on YouTube so that people they watch, and then we will move to Twitch probably. Well, guys, it's over now. 1 hour and 10 minutes. You see, when we win, people are chill in the chat. Then they don't even stay too long. I remember when we are losing, we have 1,000 people. We are reaching peaks of 800 or 100 people. When we are winning, people say, you know what, we won. It was good. Let's go to sleep. So let's hope we win. Let's hope we continue to win. Buonanotte to DMC, to Mlaggio, to Radovan, to Alessio, Bogdan, Katana, Ahmad, Danielson, Hash88, grande Hash. I'm happy that I see you in the chat. To Adbin, to Mlaggio, Peniel, Jerry, Morizanova. The good thing from tonight was the players seemed comfortable and happy. They needed. Yeah, I agree. Buonanotte, Niven, Antonio Veljanovski. Buonanotte. The fallen one. Peter Gitli is there as well. Ciao, young Gritzel. Don't forget, Maximov like before leaving. That would be beautiful. Today we can rest. Maybe I will play also a bit of FIFA before going to sleep. That would be beautiful. Buonanotte Ahmad, Sam Mikalev, Jason Cavari. Sidusais. Ciao Beppe. Would you prefer Tech or Perin against Maccabi? I don't care. I'm happy with both. BT is happy with lives after wins. BT, where are you living? What country? I'm curious. I was asking myself that question last time. I don't know if maybe I'm guessing wrong. Is it from Norway or am I totally wrong and it's from US? I don't know. I will wait for the answer of BT before going to sleep. Oh, Jerry. Don't make me shy. Don't make me shy. But hey, the problem is I can't continue my career because my career is only when we are playing live. So I have to start another one just for fun. I'm waiting for the message of BT. No, not together. I don't even have the microphone to speak with you. Vienna, beautiful Vienna. It's really beautiful, Austria. I went there a few times. There was the outlet center really near to Vienna. What was the name of that outlet center? I had the store there. Pandorf. I went a few times to Pandorf in Austria, Vienna. That's nice. It's a beautiful center in Pandorf. Yes, Radovan. It's Pandorf. I know a lot of people from also other countries. The countries on the side are going to Pandorf. It's a nice center, quite new as well. Huh? Yeah. Ciao David Mirabella, also here. Yeah, Pandorf. It's true. You see, Serbs run Vienna. It's true. A lot of Serbian people. I remember in that store we had a lot of people working from Serbia. It's correct. Culture evening. Buonanotte Valentino. Goedenavond. Shopping King. No, I was not shopping. I was managing stores. So I was not shopping myself. Even if I bought some things there. There was that Converse store. I bought immediately some shoes I like. I also like buying. Yeah, it's true. Well, buonanotte a tutti. No, seriously. We every time it's already 10 minutes that we are saying good night to everyone. Ciao, forza, Juve. Ciao.